up there, hit select stream.
Okay. No, I understand. I understand.
All right, refresh it.
All right, and we're live.
A notification.
All right, then. Sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
You too.
Let's see. All right.
We're live.
Keep. I'll try to I'm gonna go in and see what I could do as a moderator.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll put in the chat if there's anything, or call you if it's major. But
Okay, cool. Well, text me because I'm gonna actually don't text me. Just put it on the chat, and then I'm gonna go live on IG right now.
all right, sounds good.
All right, later, bro. Thank you.
Later. Yeah, you're welcome.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Eli, the house guy, checking in. We are going live today. I'm gonna do some live seller calls today. I'm just gonna turn this out on Instagram, and I'm gonna let everybody know we're live, baby. We are live. We're gonna make some seller calls and try to buy a house. If you guys have any questions about how I do, what I do, where I'm at, things like that, be sure to chime in. And I'd be happy to answer any questions y'all got. So let me just go live on IG. Perlina, can you please bring me my phone holder?
Yeah. So an agent suggested to lower the price by $100 so that it regenerates for all the other for the agents to see it again.
Okay.
So maybe you could do that.
You need to call more agents.
I'm going to.
All right.
I want to do what I got with feedback.
Okay. Tell me the feedback after you're done making all the calls.
Okay, sir.
All right. Carla, what's up, girl? Guys, we're going to make some live seller calls today. I'm here in the office HQ. And I'm also on YouTube as well. So if you guys want to check me out on there, let me actually put that in the comments. Live. Also on YouTube. Okay. And search Eli _ the house guy. All right. I'm going to pin this comment right here. Pin. Okay. What's up? What's up? I just got a haircut and I have not worn my do-rag at all, so my waves look raggedy today. It's all good though, because what's more important is we got sellers to call. They need our help, and we are here to help them. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I just want to make some phone calls and try to buy a house. So with that being said, let's go. First lead. By the way, guys, I am making calls from my CRM. These leads are not sponsored in any way. I didn't pay for these in the sense of, I have partnerships with any one company or anything like that. These are 100% leads from my own marketing channels. So I'm not going to be sharing with you guys the addresses of these leads, but you will get to hear the conversation live and in full and how my sales process looks like. And then so that way you guys can take some notes and hopefully apply some of the stuff that you're going to see on this live stream to your own sales process so you see how seller calls actually go. So with that being said, and without further ado, let's make our first call. We have a gentleman in Visalia. He's trying to sell a property to us. He's actually a wholesaler, but I treat him all the same. So let's go ahead and give him a call. Let's go.
Hello, you've reached Robert Tavares with RT.
All right, let's try this call again. So one thing that I always do when I'm making live calls, guys, is I'm always going to be double and triple dialing. The reason why that is because I want these people to think that this is urgent. And to an extent, it kind of is, because I'm calling to give you some cash. So, you want the cash or not? That's the real question. So,
Hello, you've reached Robert Tavares with RT.
okay, and we're going to try him one more time. Before we move on to the next lead. All right, he didn't answer. Let's make some notes in the CRM. And then we go to the next one. All right. If you guys hear a baby in the back, my daughter is in the office today. I have a newborn. She is all of 3 months old. And so this is very much a family-based business or family-owned business. And so this is just what happens when you bring your family to work. It's pretty common and typical stuff. We got another lead in here from direct mail. I'm not sure who it is, but they called an hour ago. So let's call them back. Typically, guys, when you get leads that, call you, don't wait as long as an hour to call them back. You want to get them on the phone right away. In my case, I was working on a few things in the office, and I didn't get the chance to call them right away as they called.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
But never let your lead, hang when they call in, because you want them to respond or be responded to as soon as they call in.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Okay, I'm not sure who this person is. We're going to try him one more time. Still calling on that second
Call
lead there.
has been forwarded to voicemail.
They called in. I'm not sure for what. So my first task is to call that lead. So I called them twice, sent a text message, and I then tried to call them a third time, and they didn't answer. So now, from here, I'm going to put them on a follow-up sequence where my system is automatically doing the follow-up for me. And so they're going to get a text in another hour, and then I'm going to have a task set up to call them back in another hour. In the meantime, I'm not just going to sit around for another hour. I'm just going to go to the next lead because we got leads to call, baby. Let's go. Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. Lucila Trevino. All right. All right, we're on to the next lead. Actually, I called this person. She called me in this morning. She's not looking to sell a house. That was a accidental call. Let's call Walter.
Hey Sandra, this is Carolina. How are you today? I'm good, thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm reaching out because I have a property in Bakersfield and I've been trying to get buyers in. Y'all back in
Hi.
Hey, Walter. How's it going, buddy?
It's okay, but I'm at an doctor's appointment. You want to call me a little later, like in an hour or so?
Yeah,
You have time?
I have another call in an hour, but I mean, we could text back and forth. I was just calling to find out if tomorrow would be okay to have Annette
Yeah,
come by.
it's not good. I threw my back out. I'm running kind of behind on things in the week. I'm looking later, like Friday or next week.
Okay.
Whatever's good for you.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, we'll just text back and forth. I know you're at the doctor right now. I'm gonna reach out to Annette and I'm gonna find out if we can get that Friday or Saturday this
Maybe
week.
she could call me and then I can work it out with her mutually convenient time.
Okay, no worries. I'll have her.
Sound good?
Yep, we'll connect.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Bye bye. All right, guys. So that in particular was a gentleman who I talked to him last week about making him an offer on his property. The property's up in the Big Bear area, and this gentleman threw his back out. So we were supposed to have somebody go by his house today, check him out, check out the property, because the property was a lot bigger than what I thought it was initially, and it's been dilapidated for a long time. And so for me to make an offer without having somebody walk the property and check it out, it would be doing him a disservice because I think he should get more for his property. But at the same time, I don't want to undershoot it because the guy wants to sell. He's highly motivated, but I got to make sure that I want to make sure a couple of things, and to see if the house is even sellable, right? Because it's so big for the neighborhood and it has a different zoning. I'm not sure if it should be converted to a house or if it should be converted into something for business use. So that's the reason why I was going to have somebody that knows that market go to the property, check it out, bring me back the details so I can make an offer that's reasonable on this guy's property. So that's a little bit of tips, a little tip I have if you're virtually wholesaling in a market where you know people, have them go out, take a look at the property for you, get you back, the details that the seller might not share with you, and that way you can make an educated offer. So anyways, that being said, let's write some notes and let's go to the next lead. Forgive my sniffling. My office is real hot and stuffy. And when it gets like that, it's hard for me to breathe. It makes me sneeze. So, anyway, let's keep writing our notes.
Perfect. Yeah. So I was giving a call to you because I wanted to talk to you about a property that we have for sale right now. So yeah, so it's a two-bed, one-bathroom house, a little over 1,000 square feet. It's newly remodeled. Bathroom, everything we can. So just calling to see if I had inquired about it. It's on 17th Street near downtown. It's like 2 blocks away from
Hang on a second, guys. Perlina, stop describing Union. Say a landmark that's close to that property. Right behind Mexicali. Everybody knows Mexicali.
So we have it listed for 284 now. Yes, that's right.
All right, guys. The next lead comes out of Lake Jackson, Texas. So let's go ahead and make this call here.
No, he's on the, just, yes.
Hey, Chris, it's Eli.
Hey, what's up, Eli?
What's going on, buddy?
I haven't heard from you in a while.
I'm still around, my friend, waiting on you to close this deal.
I figured maybe you went on a vacation or something.
Nope. I'm still hanging around. I'm still looking for a house to buy.
That's cool. Now I got one offer. I think locally, the guy is out of Dallas. He wants to buy it at 202, and he wants to do a walkthrough, not full inspection, 7-day walkthrough, option period, and close in 30 days. I'm waiting for husband to call me.
That's the same offer I gave you.
Yeah, same thing. Only difference is yours is full inspection. Theirs is a walkthrough. It's a 30-day close, and they're 6 hours away in Dallas. So I'll know by tomorrow if they'll send me the contract.
Chris, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I looked at another property this yesterday, and we're in escrow to buy it. I'm running out of cash, so every time we talk,
How much are you getting that for?
that one is for 410.
Where, in Lake Jackson?
No, this is here in California. But the reason why the reason why I'm telling you,
how big is the house?
it's 1,400 square feet.
That's costly. 410 for 1,400.
That's what California prices. They that's what they bring in.
Huh?
That's what California prices are all about.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you this not because I'm trying to brag. The reason why I'm telling you is because every single time we talk, you always tell me about another offer, and my offer has been strong and solid, and we could have been halfway through escrow
yeah, the
already.
only problem was your offer was you want full inspection, and you told me you wanted to locate a buyer for it. You didn't want to buy it. You wanted to locate.
I mean, I'll buy it. I'll buy it for the right price.
Huh?
I'll buy it for the right price.
And what is the right price in your eyes?
For me, in my eyes, I'd have to be somewhere in the ballpark of 165, 175, and I'd close in 14 days.
Yeah, I cannot do that. I owe almost 90,000 just that close. 95,000. 90 or 95,000 I just have to give away to, my mom was sick. I had to run her to 2 hospitals. They sent me the damn emergency room bills for 2 or 3 hospitals that I got to pay now. On top of the crap, it's bad enough. We got to give the government money, 60 grand taxes to fund the hospitals. On top of that, they're charging me a bill for her to be seen at the hospital. Shit, they should be giving credit for me money, giving the hospitals to fund them, because I'm giving them free property, $60,000 check just for doing nothing. For me having to fund the school, road, colleges, bridges, ports, every hospitals, every damn thing.
So
they're asking me to give 60 grand, and then on top of out of the 90 or 95, then they want me to pay another 5 or 10 for the hospital bill. So there's another 70 grand right off the back, and then I owe 8 creditors around 17 or 18,000, and then I owe another 6,500 to 7,000 to contractors. Again, 90 grand or 90 grand of it is going, and then I got to spend 5 to remodel 2 houses that I got to put in January for sale at 216 Wallet. In December, I got to sell a mobile home, 18 by 80 upper. That's going to run me another 5 grand to remodel, 5 or 6 grand. Again, there goes almost, if all these creditors and everything cost me 90 or 95,000, 95 with hospital bills, 90 or 95, another 5, 100,000 is just gone away. We only left with 100,000.
Yeah, but you have 3 properties to sell, and this one needs the most work, right?
Yeah, but I got to fix them up. Then trailer I can sell in December for 50 or 60, 50, 55 or 60. And then January I'll have to sell the wallet after I fix up for 450 to 475. But there also they want me to pay 78,000 following year. Capital gains 50 because of me not living in the house.
So why don't you just do a 1031 exchange into another property?
They won't allow me to because I didn't live in it 6 months.
No, but you can do it. You can trade up a property that you don't live in and do a 1031 and just buy something else. You don't have to live in there.
Who do you use for 1031?
So I have a person here in California that does it for me, but
give me his name and number. Let me call him and talk to him. See if I can do that for mine.
You could for sure do it. People here do it all the time.
Yeah, find out give me his name and number, and then I can see if he'll allow me, if that'll work in that property or not. Texas, I talked to Stewart. Stewart has one company out of California I talked to who does all the 1031. They said they won't allow that. The rules, it doesn't meet the criteria. You have to buy something costlier than that. You cannot touch any of the money in the 1031. And you cannot, and you have to live in it for 6 months. Because I didn't live in it for 6 months and didn't rent it out. That's why they won't allow me to do it.
I got you.
It has to be, I have to live in it, claim homestead, and before they'll allow that, and then rent it out. They didn't do none of that.
Yeah, it sounds like you might get. It sounds like you might be getting misrepresented in that, because I've never heard that you have to live in the property. Typically, people are 1031ing from residential, jumping into commercial, or going from small commercial to bigger commercial. And that doesn't require you to live in the property because it's commercial, right?
No, it's not a rip-off. Everything, a lot of rip-off in this country. In India, you don't have that. This country, you have every fucking... The government is always trying to rip us off.
Yeah, I agree.
If we don't get ripped off at the grocery store about some guy selling a car or somebody selling something. You're gonna get ripped off some other way. It's always like I put up money 41,000 in Vanguard. Son of a bitches went in there and stole my mother. But 20 years they gave a 12% return on the money. 26 years. Then during COVID they went stole 35 during COVID in 1 week. Saying supplier something in China, supplier shortage, and then another 6,000 I put in bond funds. It stole that money. So again, but either way, I got a call to take. Let me call you back, okay?
Well, I want to figure out the math here because the math is.
Let me take this call. Let me holler back at you.
How long? How long? Because I'm gonna take another call.
Okay, I'll call you later this evening. Okay, bye.
All right. All right. So this seller, I'm gonna share with you guys the story here. So this seller is complaining about wanting to sell his house. He's gotten probably 20 offers. All of the offers are in the same range, and the seller, for some reason, is moaning and complaining and griping about the terms of each offer, which, generally speaking, they're all the same. The seller wants. He's no different than any other seller. He wants to get as much as he can for the property that he has. The problem is it's beat up, and so the market's changing, and my offer's changing with the market. And every time we talk, it's like he's got a new property a new offer to compete mine against. So it's like, does he want to do business or does he not want to do business? Like, it's frustrating. And then he always abruptly ends the call. So that's kind of the annoying thing about this seller in particular. But this is the reason why you got to stay in front of the guy. You got to keep following up until everyone else falls off and he takes your offer, right? Now, could I have been doing a better job of being assertive and making him answer my questions to figure out in discovery what he needs? Yeah, sure. But his personality type is not really the type to continuously get, questions and then answer questions and things like that. He's a talker more than anything. So the opportunity to strike will present itself, and I just got to be ready. And so that's the reason why I'm taking the approach in this particular case to stay in front of the guy and keep following up, right? The money's in the follow-up, so keep following up no matter what happens, and then eventually he's gonna transact. So with that being said, let's get to the next lead. Let's keep going. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna get some water. I'm thirsty. What's up, D-Money? What's up, dog?
Maybe some cucumbers with lemon and salt.
Nah, no lemon and salt. Only neck bone juice. Alright, Joe. Here's what I'm gonna have you do today. I'm already live. I'm gonna have you watch a Jerry Norton video. And Jerry Norton's gonna give you more insight gonna. Oh, wow. So he's going to what's it called? Call an agent, go through his process. He's looking for the 5 things: intro, story, condition, escrow, script, and make an offer. You're gonna see all that in action in this call, and then you're gonna be able to replicate it the same thing. So what you're gonna do is, yesterday you found a really good one out of Cal City. Did you write that down on the scorecard? Awesome. Finish Cal City today, and the next place you're gonna go look for deals is going to be. I'll have you go to. So finish on those in Cal City. We're going back live. All right, let's answer this. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Yeah, it's Eli.
Yeah, I was at Trans-America out of California. They want me to come on board with Trans-America to write Group Life and Health. I had an interview at 3:30. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I told her I'm already contracted with Trans-America. She wants me to come in at 25%. She said that by the time I pay taxes, I won't make shit. Well, I'm already with them at 50%. What the hell would I come down at 25%?
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
I still not to take it, but now.
So let's do some math, Chris. Let's do some math. Let's do some math. So you got 4. You said 4 or 3 properties to sell.
3.
Okay, 3.
3 this year and then 2 following year.
All right, and you're breaking it up like that because you don't want to have to pay the whole tax on the gain, right?
Yeah, I'd rather do 2 this year than 1 following year.
Okay.
If I don't come up with a huge $250,000. 78 plus 60 is how much?
Okay.
130,000, 140,000 tax bill. So I'm breaking it up so I don't have to come up with all at once. It's absurd that we're even taxing that much after we've already paid $2 million in taxes.
Chris, what do you do, man? What do you do?
Huh?
What do you do?
What do you mean what I do? My mom is a retired nurse. She used to work for the hospital.
What do you do, though?
Right now, I'm starting out as a group life and health insurance agent. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for Mass Mutual to contract me. Then I'm also going to be doing working capital loans for business, residential and commercial loans.
I got
I
you.
used to have a residential loan officer license in state of Texas.
Yeah.
I let it expire in 2010. The leads were all garbage. I had it for 4 years in Texas and Maine. I found 2 companies or 3 to do with the federal bank charter, residential mortgage loans, commercial and working capital loans for business, and lines of credit for business. So I can, once this house sells, if you need residential, commercial loans, and working capital loans, you can call me.
I got you.
I can hook you up with all that.
Okay.
Because I found like 10 or 15 platforms, but a lot of them are charging me between $100 and $500 a month for their system, and then the leads will run me another $500 a year. I think I found one company, $500 a month. Again, each lead provider is a different cost. So I'll have to buy leads, and some I'll have to use networking groups to generate business. But I'm going to do working capital, franchise, commercial, and working capital, commercial, and residential loans, and then mainly working capital and commercial. And I'm not doing residential and write group life and health, individual life. I found few companies want to contract me to write simplified issue of $2 million and $5 million. If you ever need life insurance, so life and then health, but life in state of California, I can contract as a non-resident, get you simplified issue for your family members and relatives, $2 or $5 million policy.
So I have a $2.5 million policy for life insurance. It's 2 policies. One's for $500,000, the other one's for $2 million, and they're both IULs. What do you know about that?
Yeah, IULs are good. They're tax-free retirement money. But you tell me after I get contracted in Amber, let's talk about it. let me run you some illustrations for the 5 million, 2 million. 2 million is, I think, out of Ethos. I can run you through 5 million and through another company out of Arkansas, Symmetra. I can run you through. And once I get Ethos, I'm already contracted with. Globe Life also I am, but you can always compare the premiums you're paying. If you're paying way too much for those 2.5, and I find you something cheaper, you can. I'm looking into doing life insurance settlements. You can, I don't know if they'll allow you to. I'll have to look into it and see if they'll allow you to sell your 2.5 million and use those premiums to buy something cheaper. Because I have companies that will advance you money against buy your life policies, so you can use that cash to buy cheaper life policies.
Interesting.
You know
I don't know if I would rather use the money to go out and buy more real estate deals and then sink the profit into the policy to pay it off.
Yeah, you could.
That's what I do now.
Yeah, you could do a loan. A lot of them, they'll allow you. With IULs, I think they give you a loan.
Yeah, it's a loan against the.
IULs,
Yeah.
I think they give you a loan. The ones I sell are all simplified issue terms, so there's no loan. I can get you IULs. I have some because I'm contracted with 32 of the biggest life companies that I can find you anything you want. I'm contracting with more life and health companies. Another 5 or 10 have sent me the contracting to do. This coming week I got to knock it out for annuities. Also can write annuities for you. All different kinds of annuities where you can put money out for retirement, for your retirement needs, and help you get a steady stream of income from annuities. A check, a SPIA, a check from your SPIA to when you turn. So you can look into that. I think they give out 62 once you turn 62. Annuities, some give you a steady check. I'll have to run illustrations for you. You tell me how much you have to invest in.
I got you.
Annuities, have a life, and then I'll run that. I'm looking into doing that. Also, I have 2 companies want to sell, pay $500 a month, and sell 300 or 400 franchises. So I'm looking to do that. Also, I have 1 or 2 companies want me to do. One company wants me to do business broker for them, and then I have 2, 3 want me to do staffing. They want me to help them staff, 2 for insurance, and then I have 1 for IT, and then 1 is for financial, accounting, finance, and financial, but each one is different, you know what I'm saying? They all have a different staffing. Staffing, they pay you up to $10,000 per placement. 5 to 10,000, they can pay you per placement. But I'm looking to do that. I got to also study for my PNC and realtor license.
I got you.
Later this year. But those are a couple of things I'm looking to dabble in this year. Then end of the year, before end of the year, I might sit for the PNC, and then next year sit for my realtor license in March, April.
I got you.
I get time when I have free time. I got to study. I had 3 classes. But when they went in the state of Texas in '88, when they increased it to 6, week before it, my mom didn't want to give me money, and so I lost my 90 hours I'd taken. Keller Williams has sent me the classes, but I've been so busy trying to find this house, find a bar for this house.
So let me help you with that. Let's get back to the house then. I can help you with this, Chris. You have a lot going on, and I'm very confident. If you would have worked with me in the beginning, we would have already been getting ready to close. So let's talk about all 3 houses real quick. I know about the one on Lake Jackson on Southern Oaks. I know about this one.
Yeah,
the next one that you have. What the next one that you have is what? What's the address?
Trailer. It's 18 by 80 Palm Harbor mobile home. It's a mobile home and the mobile home bar.
Okay. And how much are you looking for that one?
That one, it's going to be anywhere between 55 or 60. Depending on how much commission I have to pay you.
Okay. No commissions. I'm not an agent. I want to buy it. Okay? No commissions with me. The third house.
After I fix it up and from inside and paint it and all that, his buddies, Carl's buddies went in and tore it out from inside.
Is it vacant right
I
now?
got to hire all the, huh?
Is it vacant?
Yeah, it's vacant.
Does it come with the land?
I've been paying for the last 2-3 years, $280 a month in lot rent.
Does it come with the land?
It's set up in a mobile home park on land.
So every month you have to pay the space rent, right?
I pay $280 a month. It used to be $140. My realtors bought the land, Dakota Smith and his brother Eric. So I pay them $280 a month. So by December, after end of December, I don't want to pay them. So I want to sell it, fix it up in December, sell it. I do have 10, 12 buyers for it, but and I got to see if they're real or not.
How are you gonna? What are you gonna take? Like, do you owe anything on this, or is it 100? Is it 55?
It's free and clear.
Okay.
Free and clear.
All right. So you're gonna get 55 from the mobile home. What about the third property?
I don't know how much I'll get for the mobile home. I have to see what the offers come in at.
Okay.
I'm open for between 50 and 60 on that.
Okay.
And then the third one is because it is as big as a double wide Palm Harbor 1998 model. The third one is the 216 Wallet in January, and that's going to be the brand new one. I spent $400 for, and then 50 capital gains. There's going to be 450 to 475 range.
All right. So, and that one's also free and clear. Is that free and clear?
If it appraises at 450, then it's 450. If it appraises January 1st at 475, then it's 475. Whatever it appraises at.
Is that one free and clear as well?
Free and clear.
Okay.
Other than the taxes every year, I have to pay again of 60 grand, 50 or 60. I have to pay like 78 following year.
You have to pay 60 grand in taxes on that house?
That one 50 for not living in it. Yeah.
What, bro?
Again,
I'm so confused. Why do you have to pay so much in taxes for not living there?
The capital gains, they hit you with 50. The taxes on that house is 10,000 a year, and then they're charging you another 40 or 15 capital gains.
Okay, what did you buy it for? What did you buy it for?
Bought it for $248.
Okay.
Then I spent $7 grand. Then the snowstorm happened. Then I had to put another 140 in it to remodel it. So again, I put already 400 grand in it. So again, I'm not even at 450. Farmers cut me a check of 140. I had to spend that money. One contractor, David Glenn, ran off with 17 grand of my money. So then he got hit with COVID and a stroke.
I guess that's payback, huh?
Yeah, you got karma catches up with him,
So hang on a second. So hang on a second. You bought Violet for $248. You put $7K in it, and then the snowstorm happened, and then you put another $140 in it. So that's all in $395, right?
Yeah. Well, I spent $255, and then the snowstorm happened, and I put another 140. So 255 plus 140 is how much?
395.
Roughly around 4 or 5.
No, 395. 395. So if you sold this house,
255 plus 140.
395.
395. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I spent another $5 grand chopping trees.
Okay. So your cost basis, your cost basis is 400,000. If you sold for 450, right? Your gain on that deal is 50 grand. So that means.
Not really, because they're taking 50 grand. They're taking 50 for capital gains for not living in it. I'm not making any gain on it. I'm just breaking it at 450. I'm at 450 or 475. I'm just breaking flat even. I'm not making a penny on it.
I don't know if you have that right, because if you get that doesn't sound right. 400,000 is what you have into the deal, right? So you didn't get any gain. There's no gain. You didn't gain anything. They're
fining me for not living in it. The property tax every year I pay on that property is 10. Just like my Chestnut house, 248 Chestnut where my daughter lives at, I own, my mom owns, you own. We pay like $6,000 each year. It goes up by $1,000. The next day is 7 or 8. Each year it goes up by 1,000. So again, the property tax on that house is 10. The next day it's going to go to 11. So each year it goes up by 1,000. So basically 11, and then the county come back and says, because you didn't live in it, you're going to pay us 40,000 capital gains. I'm like, fuck. It's
You need a new CPA. You need a good CPA. That doesn't sound accurate. That doesn't sound accurate at all. I already know Texas taxes are high.
Who is the CPA? Who do you use?
I have somebody here local, but that doesn't sound.
Yeah, send me his name and number.
Yeah, Sandoval Tax is the guy that I use.
Who?
It's a small local guy from my city. His name is his company's called Sandoval Tax. But when I look at your tax situation, it shows me around $7,000 a year, $7,500 a year is what you have to pay on that, on Violet.
Yeah, they're charging more than that. They lowered it because I protested the taxes. But each year they go up by $1,000 on each property. They lowered it because I protested the taxes. Otherwise they wouldn't. And then Ownwell owe money. Because for lowering the taxes, they're charging me $350. So I protest my taxes after the first year. For the first few years I start protesting it. Because they're trying to, the bill was double the amount. And these people were trying to price gouge me on taxes. And it's called price gouging, I would say. But the county is like, oh, but yeah, they won't allow me to do 1031 on that. So I'll have to pay. That one lady offered me 400 on that. And she's saying you carry 50,000 for 1 year for me. I say in Texas, there's a stupid law. These crook lawmakers have passed. If you owe anybody 117.5 on a residential mortgage loan, and they default on it, you can't go after them. If it's over 117.5, then you can go after them. So again, I told her I cannot sell or finance the 50. She's out of Chicago. She wants to sell or finance the 50. I said I cannot do that. If you default on it, I'm going to lose 50, and it's coming out of my pocket. I needed the whole 450. So the following year, the government sticks me with the 78 grand tax bill for Chestnut, this and the capital gains, because that alone will be 60, and I have the money to pay them. So I have to see what it appraises at. Whether it appraises at 450, 460, or 475. One realtor stated it's worth 475. It's not worth 450. We'll have to do appraisal on it last 2 weeks of December, and then whatever it appraises end of December. That's the price I'm going to sell it for in January.
So hang on a second. I was looking at this as you were talking. So Texas doesn't have a capital gain. The state of Texas doesn't charge that. It's the government, that's the federal government that charges that. And what you pay is dependent upon your income and your marital status. Are you married?
I'm single, but I'm fixing to be married in next April or May. April.
Okay, but right now you're single. All right. So as a single person, right? Depending on your income, are you between the income of, $200,000 to $500,000
I
a
will
year?
be after how much?
No, just right now, between two and 500,000. Are you in between that number?
I have no income right now.
Okay. All right. So and how long have you held on to this property?
I
Violet?
think when was the snowstorm? 2021? I bought it in 2019, I believe.
Okay. So this would be
5 years.
this would fall under long-term capital gains. So basically, as a single man under long-term capital gains for this property on Violet, you would have to make over $518,000 in order to get charged a 20% rate on the gain of the sale of the property. But because the property's in Texas, there's no tax for that gain. They don't charge you income tax in Texas.
They charge you federal income tax.
Yeah, federal income tax, but not a like in California.
Yeah,
If I flip a house,
federal capital tax.
if I flip a house in California,
Capital
I gotta pay for that.
To the federal government. Huh?
I said if I flip a house in California, I gotta pay for the gain,
Yeah.
right? In
Yeah,
Texas,
I'll
it's
have to
not
pay
like that.
federal income tax capital gain.
So the reason why I bring this up is because if you got no income right now and you sell that house, your only gain is 50,000, which means you're gonna be at the 15% rate up to 518,000. So 50,000 on that house, unless you have back taxes or you have a judgment on you, you shouldn't be getting taxed that much. 15% of 50,000, if you sell for 450, is only, I think it's 7,500. Let me just do the math real quick. So 50,000 times.
I'll have to get a CPA to help me figure that one out because I'm not a very, I have an accounting degree, but I never sat for the CPA license. I'll have to get a CPA to help me figure that out. How much I'll end up have to pay on it exactly because I don't know. Laws here they constantly keep changing to figure out how to get more money out of it. I know that's for a fact.
I got you. So making like, so you have no income right now. Like as of this moment, you're not on W-2 or 1099 or nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the only income.
But, whatever it appraises that, I'll sell it for. I'm not looking to make a penny more than what it appraises for.
I got you. And I'm not really talking about that right now. I'm more talking about you've got the sale of these 3 houses as potential income for this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you sold Violet for let's call it 450, just for easy numbers, based on what I'm reading here, your tax amount is $7,500 plus or minus. You're still walking away with $42,500 in your pocket for selling for $450.
That's good. I might need it when I move to Colorado.
Okay. The next house here.
I might need it after March of 20. What is that? In March of 2027, April of 27. Or if I buy next fall in Sugar Land, or move to Colorado following year and buy, then I'll need it.
I got you.
I think I'm moving to Colorado, but I got to see how cold it gets.
I got you.
Never lived in Colorado.
So you got 42 from that one, okay? Because your cost basis is 400, right? For the mobile home, what did you buy the mobile home for?
I bought it for 20, but then I've already spent over 30,000.
Okay.
Fixing it up and all that.
So you have $30,000 in that one, so that's 50. If you sell it for 55 to 60, let's just say 60, that's another $10,000.
Probably a 5 or 10 grand profit.
Okay, so your profit, right, is not going to get taxed on the state level. It's going to get taxed on the federal level. So right now, you're at, for your total yearly income, you'd be, if you sold both of those this year, your total income for the year is $52,500. And then for Southern Oaks, what did you buy that for?
I bought that for 150, but I already put 50 in it, fixing it up.
Okay, so you have 200 in it.
Yeah, I already put 50 in it. I'm not making any profit, but I didn't keep any receipts, but I spent a lot of money. While it sat vacant for 3 years, guess how much I spent in taxes? Roughly 20.
Yeah, I can see that.
Vacant for 3 years. Last 3 years, I almost spent 20, and then I've already one with this hurricane and everything. I'm already spent almost close to 190. So basically, I'm all in at 190 without the taxes, and then with the taxes, I put in almost 210.
Okay, so, but I mean, that just comes with the cost of ownership. So that, it's kind of a wash. But let's just say you're all in for 190 for Southern Oaks. Okay? You bought it for 150, you put 50 in it, so your cost basis is 190,000. If you sell it for 200,000, your profit's only 10 grand. Okay. So that means your total yearly income for selling all 3 is 62,500. So on that, you're only paying 15%. So
How much
that
is that?
15
How much on 62.5?
on 62.5. So 62.5 at 15% is 9,375.
Okay, that's not bad.
Right? So you're not losing. You're still walking away with 85% of all the gain. Now you're gonna have all the cash from all these.
Okay, hang on, Eli. Hey, I'm on the other line. Can I call you? Hello? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll call you in 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I was saying is you're still gonna be able to keep all the cash, the additional cash from all this.
Yeah, but the wallet I won't get until next April.
Which is fine.
Plus, I got to go. You know, when I'm going to India, I'm thinking of buying. In India, I'm thinking of buying because I want to put call centers, 12 in India, to one a year. I got to go buy 100 acres of land. It's going to run me around 100,000, between 50 and 100,000, but 100,000 max. I got the farmland for sale that can be converted to commercial. And next summer when I go, I got to buy that. So that 60 is going to get eaten up with, any money from the trailer sale, and that is going to go for that farm 100 acres I got to buy for call centers. So eventually I want to put 12, at least 12, one a year. So after 20, 44, 54, once I'm 75 or 85 and I go back, then, if my grandkids are not working, then whoever they marry, they have land, give them before I die. Each one will inherit one call center. But, when I'm turn 98, when I die from old age, then, I have some money to live on, so I'm not completely dependent on my $1,000 Social Security check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's have some form of other stream of income. So I want to put 12 call centers at least, one each state, so I have a revenue coming in. Teach them how to do working capital loan, solar staffing, business broker, and import export. To teach them a couple of different things to do, so they can so these people hire them on a split, on a commission split, and supply them leads and put the systems in it so it generates me some revenue.
I got you. I got you.
These houses, on Thursday, I will let you know on the Southern Oaks. For sure.
Well,
I'll know tomorrow or Thursday. But Thursday, I'll let you know. And the other two in December, on the trailer, once I have it ready. If you know anybody, then you can call me.
I don't know anybody. I don't know in the trailer. I'm not your guy because I don't buy that stuff.
I know 10 or 12 people want that. I can try to see if what kind of number they come up with. Because problem comes is a lot of people go on Facebook Marketplace. They see some cheap rundown shit, and then they try to compare that with mine. I'm like, you can't compare that rundown shell, which is not fixed up, which cannot be moved, most probably doesn't have a title, nothing. Somebody is selling on Facebook for a few thousand just to make a quick buck. They try to compare, but on trailer I'll find somebody. But on the wallet, in January, middle of January, I'll let you know if I need your help on it. Because I might need your help on that.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you don't sell Violet this year, you wait till next year, right? You're gonna. First thing you need a CPA, and I can find you. I'm gonna find you a CPA that can help you with this. But your tax liability is only on the cost, on the gain of the cost basis.
On the gain of each sale.
No, on the gain of the cost basis. Meaning, the cost basis is what you paid and what you have into it.
Yeah.
Right? So, if you pay $150 and you put $50 into it, you're all in for $200, right? And you sell for $200, there's no gain. So you don't pay tax on that. You sell at a loss, realistically. And so I say that to say this. If I can find you a CPA to help lower your tax liability, can I have that Southern Oaks house? I want that house. I don't want to be in no bidding wars no more. No more bidding wars. I want to get this thing closed.
Yeah. I'll let you know on Thursday, man. On the Southern Oaks, I'll let you know.
All right.
Thursday. But like I told you, That house I at least need to net 202.
Okay, I'll
At
tell you what.
least, just to break even a little bit, and you have to be willing to buy it as is and net 202, and it's a done deal.
All right.
The other two houses, other wallet, we can talk in the middle of January. I don't want to have anybody, then I'll let you know what data price is at. Tell me how much, if you know anybody.
All right, I'll do this. I'm gonna call a couple CPAs I know in Texas to figure that part out for you. Okay. Once I do, let's talk Thursday, and let's put
I'll let you
Southern
know
Oaks to
if-
bed.
what
No
it
more
is,
bidding
but I
wars for
think
me.
it's good. No, I'll let you know about this lady because, I'll let you know on this house, on the Southern Oaks by Thursday, if I'm going to, whether these people are going to come through or not. Okay, talk to you on Thursday.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye. Hello?
Man, this guy, he's all over the place. All right. Next lead, guys. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. All right. On to the next lead. Let's go. All right, y'all. The next lead comes out of La Mesa, California. Yo, David,
Yo,
is Doug Freeland a name that rings a bell?
yeah.
You just submitted that guy?
No, that was a while ago, but he's been calling.
All right, I'm calling him right now. Wow, big house.
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, champ? This is well, you know my name. How you doing?
Yeah, I sent you a text yesterday. Yeah, I got a bunch of texts from you, and I sent you one yesterday about the house.
Got you. Okay, yeah, that's what I was calling about. Is now a good time?
Well, I got a couple minutes. I'm in between a couple things, but the short version is it's a rental. There's been an NOD on it for about 5 years. I sued the bank. Basically, they settled. They gave me a $350,000 principal reduction, 2% for the life of the loan, and sent me loan mod documents, which I'm already 2 months into that, and then everything, the NOD will be rescinded and all that bullshit. But I mean, I've been doing this 50 fucking years, so I mean, I own a bunch of houses, so I've never lost one ever in my freaking life. Don't plan on starting now, but short version is everything's for sale, man, for the right price. So I told you I got an offer, and I countered. I haven't heard back from the guy. It's an investor in Scottsdale, and so I've had 2 or 3 brokers tell me they'll list it for 2.7, 2.75. That's a little higher than this offer, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of waiting for the election. If Camel Toe wins, I'm fucking bailing and going to Cabo, and if Trump wins, I'm gonna hang in there and probably raise my rents.
I love it. So what's the story on this house? How'd you end up with it?
I bought it 20 years ago. It was built as Theron Holt Smith's retirement home. I don't know if you know the name, but he owned a bank here in town and loaned himself $6 million out of his own bank, got indicted. Said he had dementia, Alzheimer's. He was about 83 at the time. And then moved into his daughter's house in Rancho Santa Fe and never moved in here. And his builder lived here for a while with his wife. He died, and I bought it from his widow 20 years ago.
Gotcha.
And I've lived there for a while. It's on Mount Hill. It's on Heavenly Way. It's the best street in East County. I got a view of the ocean from Tijuana to Coronado.
Sick.
And saw the last. The whole thing was built from every 6th truck instead of going to the Westgate Hotel came here. So he paid fucking $0 to build it.
Sweet. Okay.
It was just, I mean, people walk in here and they go, damn, this looks familiar. I go, you ever been to Westgate?
All right. Sweet. This is a good.
No, it's
good
5,000 square feet. It was built as 2 bedrooms. And 30 years ago or so, it was switched to 4 bedrooms. I don't know if it was ever permitted, but tax rolls still say, 5,000. That's 4,800 or something like that. But it's 4 bedrooms, has been for 30 years, and 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, about $500,000 in improvements since I moved in. I've remodeled the whole downstairs, remodeled the guest room. The living room needs wood floors versus carpet, and the master bathroom and the kitchen need a little bit of upgrade. But
when we say a little bit of upgrades, are we talking about lipstick on a pig, or are we talking about we got to make it dress to the nines because that's kind of what the neighborhood wants?
No. I mean, like for instance, the kitchen is fabulous, except for the fact it's got can lighting in part of it, and then that old fluorescent shit, which I even fucking pulled the, I never turn it on.
Right.
I mean, that needs to be taken out, and the can lighting put in the rest of it. Everything else is fine. The master bath's about 800 square feet. I mean, it's all mirrors. It's gorgeous, except that I would take the vanity out and put a see-through fireplace between the jacuzzi tub and the rest of the bathroom, and then put I got a little TV in there over the tub, but I put a well, now you can buy 50-inch flat screens for $250.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, I got 12 TVs in this house already, but I mean, I got an 85-inch downstairs, upstairs, and then a 65-inch in all the bedrooms, and then there's a TV in the gym. And gym was put in by 24-Hour Fitness. That's since I bought it.
Damn.
And, TV in there in the gym, TV in the bathroom, TV in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they're all smart. You know, they're all like those wireless boxes. You know, so.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
who lives in the house now?
Nice house,
Who lives there?
What's that?
Who lives there?
I got it rented out. The bottom has got its own kitchen, own everything, pantry, 2 bedrooms, separate entrance. I'm getting $3,200 for the downstairs and $4,000 for the upstairs.
Okay. Good income. What's the experience with the tenants?
Yeah, well, $7,200 a month. Payments $58. Now it's not that good a deal, but most of the other houses I have are. They're not paid off, but I mean the only reason they're not paid off is because I got divorced a while back and had to give my ex $2 million, so I had to put some mortgages on some rentals to get the money.
Yeah. What's the story with the tenants? Are they good tenants, bad tenants? What's the story?
Oh, they're excellent. Excellent. I mean, one guy pays in advance, and the other guy, the 2 guys downstairs are contractors. And they're in companies. The one guy pays in advance every damn month. The other guy pays late on the 6th, and normally he pays on the 6th. I mean, just because he's got money coming in, and bank puts holds on somebody. He does a lot of maintenance, like for the Lafayette Hotel. I mean, some other properties around town. I mean, he's got plenty of income. It's just and he's got the reason he's living here is because he got divorced and he's paying his ex-wife.
Right.
A ton of fucking money.
Cheaper to keep her, man.
Boy, and that's the truth.
Oh my goodness! Tell me about it. So
where's your office?
I'm in Bakersfield.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I'm here in Cali.
Hey, I love the valley, man. I used to go to Placerville a lot and go rafting. I had my own plane back then, and I'd fly out there and take friends and go rafting down to the dam, Folsom Dam, and then back to, of course, Placerville's, not exactly there, but it's more over toward Danville. I got friends who live in Danville.
Yep. Okay.
So,
good stuff.
Yeah.
So
anyway, like I said, you know what? 2.7, I'd probably close in 14 days, all cash as is.
All right, I want to rehab the property and flip it. That's what I do. That's my bread and butter. What do I gotta do to it to make it sell for the top dollar?
No. That won't work for you.
Why?
I mean, you know what? I mean, yeah. No, because I don't know that you could get. Well, if you look at the price per square foot, this is way low. This house, but even if you totally upgraded it, and the inside it doesn't need much. It needs some landscaping outside. Actually, I just had some guys here yesterday working on the courtyard area.
Okay.
But the banks, I had apple plant on those banks, and it cost me $700 a month just in water.
Mm-hmm.
So I just I had SDG, and I had Helix out here. It just said get rid of the apple plant and just let it go natural like wild grass, which is it's about halfway there now. Mm-hmm. And once that's all done, it'll look nice. But now it kind of looks like shit because it's right in the middle of the transition.
Right.
I mean, it's not what I do landscaping wise, but I just got tired of spending an extra $500 a month for fucking water on a rental.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
$1,400 every cycle, and now my water bill's about $400.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
So
I mean,
it sounds like the inside is nice. The outside looks like it could use a lot of TLC. It looks like the wood is.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. I was sorry. I zoned out for a second. I was looking at pictures and I was just trying to put it all together mentally.
No, there was that. I mean, there was apple plant there when I bought it. It was gorgeous, but the fucking water bill was $1,500 every 2 months. And as a rental, screw that.
Yeah,
just
for
let
sure.
it kind of go back to that natural grass, which is happening now, but it's not all filled in, so it looks like crap. But the water bill's down to about $500-600 every 2 months. It's about basically $300 a month versus $700-800 a month.
I got you. What's your insurance on this thing?
But you know what? If you totally redid this place, I'm still not sure you could get much more than $3 million out of it. But if you look at the price per square foot, I mean, Jesus, man. If you took the price per square foot, it'd be about $3.6. But you know how that is.
It usually never pencils that way, even in the cheap markets where you're dealing.
Right. No, you I mean, I've been a real estate developer. I was a Navy pilot, but 25 years of that I was a real estate developer, and then 30 more years I was a real estate developer. I got 32 townhouse project in Oceanside, a 250-acre ranch in Arizona that I'm doing, 250-acre vineyards, 100 acres of 1-acre equestrian lots, and then 50 acres of barns and turnouts and stables. And I got 125 lots in San Bernardino that I'm got to change the damn drainage easement right now. I'm in escrow with Horton for $4.5 million. But
well, damn, why sell this one then?
Well, like I said, I mean, everything's for fucking. I'm 70 years old. I mean, I got a place I got a 150-acre, ranch, horse ranch back east, and I got a place in Coeur d'Alene. I got a place in Cabo, and I play golf every week and date 30-year-old women. And
there you go. There you go. You're living the dream, buddy. I gotta be like you, man.
Yeah, and I'm healthy, but you know what? I'm 78 years old, so how long can I do this shit?
Yeah.
I don't need to, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said, if camel toe wins, goddamn, man, I'm not sure what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah, you and me both. So I have a bit of a challenge, brother. I gotta keep it 100% honest with you and transparent. I got a bit of a challenge with, you said you were looking for 2.4, 2.5?
No, I said 2.7 at your house. I already got an offer at 2.485 that I countered.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I'm not looking at the notes anymore. I was looking at comps. Bro, I would take that 2.4 if I were you.
Just to give you an idea, straight across the street, across the cul-de-sac. So for 1.85 2 years ago, 1,000 square feet less, 0 curb appeal. I mean, you do the math. 1.85 2 years ago, no curb appeal, 0 curb appeal, 1,000 square feet smaller.
So I don't see that. What I did is I went from, you got 4,600 square feet is what shows up.
2 years. I don't think anything's sold on this street in a while that I'm aware of right off the top of my head.
I don't think so either.
I mean,
I don't think so either. So what I did was I went from, 3,800 square feet on the low side up to 5,200 square feet on the high side. And I'm just looking at anything that has sold. I got it for 24 months on here. And there is nothing in your direct neighborhood. Everything's on south of Grandview or at Mount Helix.
Actually, yeah, the one across the street sold, let's see, I'll tell you, it sold October, November, 2 years and 2 years, 8 months ago for 1,865, actually, that was the price. Just a second, I'll give you the number, the street number. I think I can walk out the street mailbox.
Okay.
It's Angels Point, which is my cul-de-sac.
Right.
I think it's, don't hold me to this, I think it's 4730 Angels Point.
4730 Angels Point. Here it is.
I can't see the
I see 187. 4730. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. 3,500 square feet, 4.5, sold for 187 and 22.
There you go.
Yeah, I see it right here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I see one on Alto Drive that closed in 23 for 213.
You drive up the driveway and you're looking at garages and the front door to the right.
Yeah, I see it. Let me go back to it. Yeah, I see it right here. Yep, to the right. Okay.
Well, that was over 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's just on the tail end of the COVID years.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, well, you know what? Interest rates, when Trump left, they were like 2%, 2.5%, 3%. Now, they went sky high. Now, I guess they're dropped back down a little bit.
Yeah, they came back down to about 6.5, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't compete at the 2.4 mark, bro. I can't do it. I see too many ones to even be able to compete at that.
What's that?
I see too many
You're
ones.
breaking up bad.
Can you hear me now?
You broke up bad.
All right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can now. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I was saying I can't compete at the 2.4. If you had that, I'd take that and run.
Nope. Nope. Ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like I
This.
said, I already got an offer 2.485 that I countered at 255 or something. I can't even remember.
Who's
But
the
it was
buyer?
like-
Are they
like
planning on
about-
staying there themselves?
No. It's probably somebody like you. It's a guy in Scottsdale. I don't know him, but I know his buddies. You know, and he turns out, I guess he was here with his buddies for a party Christmas time, and he just kind of fell in love with the place. But I don't know. I don't think he'd live here. I think well, who knows? He might. He got enough money. He'd probably have a place in San Diego because he comes over here all the time anyway to get out of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, it is a good street because I got, like I said, I got an ocean view, and plus I got the breeze all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Anyway, I got to run. I've had 2 calls since I've talked to you. But
Yeah.
you know what? If you're interested at all, just you got my number. Just let me know. And
This one's gonna be. This one. I'll just tell you right now. This one's a no go for me. Just you're not that you're asking too much. It's just I can't pencil it at that number. Do you have anything else you want to
I
sell?
understand. That's why I told you. I mean, by the time you did the rehab, you'd be lucky to break even.
Yeah. So that's too skinny, not enough margin. And we're talking the same thing. You develop, I flip. I'm getting into development myself. I've done one development deal already, so I kind of know. I have a tip of a taste, of what it takes to be able to last long term in this business.
I mean, I've never flipped houses much, but I've flipped land.
Okay.
I mean, I bought, but most of the time, to be honest with you, most of the time I'd buy raw land and then map it, put a 10-inch track map on it and then sell the lots to, one of the public builders and then sell the corners to McDonald's or Jack in the Box or gas stations or whatever.
I got you. So
I've
basically
done
land entitlement.
I've done that 30, yeah, I've done that 30 times at least.
There's good money in those deals for sure.
Well, I didn't even fucking touch them unless I could double it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
What else do you have that you want to let go of?
I think that's probably it. Well, the townhouse project, I'm selling the map. Got about $1 million markup in that. I'm not building them. I'm too old to fucking build anything at this point.
Yeah.
And then Arizona, I'm flipping the 250-acre vineyard to 2 guys in Napa that got burnt out by the fires up there.
Mm.
And then the housing, I'm just going to sell that 100 acres. It's going to be mapped for 100 lots, 101-acre lots, not counting the easements, but to a builder. And then I'm keeping the 50 acres of barns and stables and turnouts because that'll all be rentals. And my ex-wife's a horse person, so she lives in Prescott, so she and her sister are going to run that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, if that price gets massaged anyway, and that buyer that wanted to pay you $2 for it, he backs out. Give me a ring. I'll always.
Well, I'll call you. I put house/Eli in my phone, so when I got your text, so
there you go.
I save these numbers because you never know, man. I mean, if I got something going on, I'll fucking call all of you and tell you what it is.
Well, don't forget Eli, the house guy. I'm a pretty good guy, and it's easy to say my name, hard to forget.
You got it. Thanks, buddy.
All right, buddy. You have a good one. Bye for now.
Bye.
All right, this guy was asking way too much. He was asking double what the house is worth. Tripping. Yo. All right, let's go to the next lead. Next lead.
Hey, Eli, are you okay? I said yes. I hope you're okay with it. Someone making a video of the house?
As long as they tag me. Some girl? She was supposed to have already done that. The skinny girl. You don't remember who she is. I know who she is.
I don't think so. You don't follow her.
I don't need to follow her to know who she is.
Why would she make a video of your house?
Because she said that's what she does to get business. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off live for now. You guys should see my little live studio. It's friggin' hot in here. I'm starting to sweat. I don't know if you can see it on my head. So I'm going to get off live. I still have more calls to make, more offers to make. So if you guys got anything from these lives, then I would love to find out what it was. Connect with me on my Instagram, Eli_the_house_guy. Same thing as you see on YouTube. And let's go out and let's do deals. If you guys got deals you want to submit, want me to take a look at it, underwrite, I'll be more than happy to do so. Today, we just got to make more calls. You know, the calls that I've made so far just haven't went my way. Well, that's okay. I also have an appointment coming up in 2 hours to go meet with a person here in town. And so, anyway, got a lot of things to do. I'm going to get off live for the sake of not being overly hot and sweaty. And I will see you guys on Thursday on the next time we go live. And we'll be hanging out for probably 3-4 hours, making calls, answering questions. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. I'd love to meet with you, talk with you, see what we can put together. And if we can knock out a deal, let's do it. But until next time, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye for now.